Today, the Supreme Court issued a ruling that could impact hundreds of January 6th defendants. The High Court says that prosecutors overstepped when they charged rioters with obstructing an official proceeding, a charge that comes with a maximum of 20 years in prison. In a 6-3 ruling, the majority gives a very narrow reading of the law and says that prosecutors can only charge a crime if the defendant actually tampered with documents. Simply rioting to stop a proceeding apparently doesn't count. Attorney General Merrick Garland wrote that he was, quote, disappointed with the court's ruling, while former President Trump is celebrating the decision. Remember, he has also been charged with obstruction by special counsel Jack Smith. Trump has spent months painting the January 6th rioters as patriots and political prisoners who have been unfairly prosecuted. So just what does this all mean? Joining me now is former attorney for Trump, Bill Brennan, and trial attorney and NewsNation legal analyst, Misty Maris. Bill, Misty, great to have you both. Misty, I'll start with you. Merrick Garland said the majority of the 1,400 people who've been charged for their actions on January 6th won't be affected. How many people does this ruling today affect?
So there's about 350 people who are actually charged with this obstruction crime, but many of those individuals have been charged with other felonies as well. So the individuals who are going to have a direct impact right away are those that were charged only with obstruction. And that can be in various different ways. Some have entered plea deals. Those plea deals could be vacated. Some are awaiting trial and they've had continuances as trial is looming. Those might not go forward. So it's going to specifically impact those who are only charged with obstruction and not other felonies relating to January 6th.
Okay. We know 52 people were convicted on that charge alone. 27 of them are still in prison. Bill, did they just open the prison gates now and let these people go free? Did they vacate all those convictions? What happens?
Hello, Elizabeth, and thank you for having me. Hello, Missy. No, not exactly. It works this way. The law was too broad, according to the Supreme Court. And it's important to remember, Elizabeth, the basis for 1512 C2. It comes out of the Enron scandal. In 2002, Congress passed the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, and that was because when the public was outraged over Enron, some accountants had destroyed documents, and there was nothing on the books to go after them. So
yeah.
Now, January 6th is the first time we've seen this particular charge brought for these types of proceedings. And I think what the Supreme Court did in this case, Mr. Fisher had some success with Judge Nichols in the District Court of Washington, D.C. That was appealed. It was a 2-1 decision by the Circuit Court. And the Supreme Court said just being there is not enough. So they made a distinction between being present, even if you were inside the Capitol building, and documents. And I think that's where the distinction comes in.
Bill, they have text messages from some of those defendants saying that, well, let's go there and obstruct this proceeding. And that's not enough. They have to have actually destroyed documents, according to the Supreme Court.
According to this ruling, they focused very laser-like on the document aspect of that particular statute, and that's what led to the ruling overturning the D.C. Circuit Court ruling.
Right. And we should say most of the January 6th defendants were also charged with, most of them were just charged with assault and trespassing and vandalism. Listen, the big question, of course, is former President Trump is facing 2 counts of obstruction from special counsel Jack Smith's federal election subversion case. How will today's ruling impact that case? Misty, you first, then Bill.
So to Bill's point, everything is going to be a fact-based analysis. So, Bill, that was great. You know, they're going to go back to the appellate court and see which defendants this decision actually implicates. Now, as far as it goes for Donald Trump, the prosecutor's argument is going to be that he actually fits right within this statute. And that's because his alleged conduct includes all that fake electorate slates, which would fall squarely into the manipulation of documentary evidence. So that's what prosecutors are going to argue. So this isn't going to impact the case moving forward, but he certainly may have an appellate argument as that case proceeds, just like we saw in this particular instance.
Well, and it's worth noting, it's not just the obstruction that he faces in this indictment, correct?
Correct.
Right.
There's
I
other
agree
charges
with
that wouldn't be
Misty.
impacted.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.